From this little town of Dispatch in the Eastern Cape came the finest centre three-quarter the world would see during the 1980s. He currently holds South Africa's test record of 15 tries, many of them scored from broken play through his exceptional strength and startling speed off the mark. The number 13 on his Springbok jersey gave new meaning to the term. 13 is lucky for some, unlucky for others. Tall and so powerfully built that on the field he gives the appearance of being stocky, Gerber had magnificent coordination, startling quickness off the mark and the ability to maintain his speed over a distance. He hunted tries with a determination so obvious that you could feel it in the stands. He earned his first Springbok cap on the tour to South America in 1980. This young player, with his dedication to succeed, was an immediate success. Morne du Plessis was the captain on this tour. He had to take care of the young and new caps. How did DANIE blend into the Springbok side?
Hy besluit om daar te kom na die regabing, hy is op die 10 en geef vir Philippe du Plessis, hy is gesteek vas, is weer een man verby by 'n tweede en hy hardloop nog steeds vir Philippe du Plessis, dan net Jan van DANIE GERBER. Hy is op die 22, hy word gejaag deur Kapaletti, maar hy gaan ook vlag toe DANIE GERBER en hy gaan omhardloop en hy gaan hom agter die paal kom deur Kapaletti is daarmee jag om hy val op die bal en hy kom.
Moorman wat rug gee. Serfontein wat die rigting verander. NAAS BOTHA, GERBER wat insny. Dis gevaarlik, is 'n pragtige loopie van GERBER. Prentes wat verder neem. Maar die uur kom red wanneer 'n Driscoll optel, maar 'n skitterende loopie deur jong DANIE GERBER.
Toe kom 'n droomdrie, miskien die beste van die 15 toetsdrieë wat die briljante senter DANIE GERBER tot dusver in sy internasionale loopbaan gedruk het.
Hier moet punte kom, 'n 3 deur GERBER. Dit is Suid-Afrika se 50ste toetsdrie in wedstryde hier op Nieuweland. Zes punten werd, 'n pragtige loopie van GERBER. Met verstommende vaart, verstommende swenk van die voete. Onthou, hy is 'n groot kerel. Geen keer aan hom nie. Laaste man by is David Urban. So lyk Springbok rugby op sy mooiste. Slegte bal deur na Serfontein, maar dit word 'n hardloopbal vir hom. Kan sy agterlyn dit benut op die regtervleuel. McLennan wat teruggeval het, grond toe gebring word in dieselfde duikproses deur DANIE GERBER. Wanneer hy skop, is GERBER op sy rug. Wat 'n pragtige wedstryd speel hy nie, skitterende 3 gedruk. Die jongman van Dispatch in die Ooskaap. Hierdie vaste skrum op die...
Ierland geplaag deur beserings vegmoedig terug, maar Pienaar en Germeshuis baan die weg vir GERBER se 4de 3 in sy 4de toets.
Hy sien Pienaar wat ingekom het, Germeshuis wat binne te sny, maar gestyd word aan twee kante. Hy sien Pienaar en hy moet punte kom. GERBER op pad na sy 2de 3. NAAS BOTHA wat 'n lang aangeet deurgee na Gysie Pienaar wat pragtig ingesny het. Germeshuis mooi in posisie en speel onmiddellik wanneer hy toegedam word terug na Pienaar. En dan die GERBER.
Made for a series of exciting and entertaining rugby which transcended the volatile atmosphere of protest. DANIE's power and speed on wet and muddy grounds left an indelible print on the minds of all New Zealand rugby fans. The Springbok centre was unable to cross the try line in any of the 3 tests, but his uncanny ability to create chances out of nothing, regardless of the outcome, had the fans and the media in New Zealand talking about him throughout the tour.
After Philippe du Plessis, now DANIE GERBER, up over halfway, what a great move! DANIE GERBER, the man
His sheer pace and his eye for the gap endeared him to the New Zealand rugby fraternity.
To DANIE GERBER, the inside centre.
He was a dream. He was a dream centre. Again, because of those attributes of speed and power.
Stampspringer en na die lyn staan, maar Andy Hayden het die bal in die hande. En 'n mooi loopie deur Kevin Ramsey. Dryf vorentoe. Man het klim met geweldige geweld in. 'n Goeie agterlynbeweging oor die kop van Farrell. Hier is Gary Germeshuis wat voor die dribbel. Hier kan gevaar wees. Germeshuis skop nog steeds vorentoe en met sy vaart gaan die bal regrol vir hom. Nog steeds dribbel hy vorentoe. DANIE GERBER is daar, hy tel op. En hy skoor in die hoekie. Hy die ou verkoue stem kan amper nie bybly nie, maar baie goed gedink deur Gary Germeshuis. Toe daar die bal losrol, die aangee na heel agter Farrell wat in die agterlyn ingekom het. Kom ons kyk net gou weer hoe dit gekom het. Hier kom die bal met die agterlyn af. Dit is Maxson en dan die lang aangee daar na Farrell toe. Gary Germeshuis is dadelik by. Hy dribbel die bal vorentoe. Tree, nogmaals tree, sekere beweging van goed 'n 75 tree ver. Dis die kwartlyn nou. So byna is daar moeilikheid as McCulloch op die bal probeer val, maar dan is DANIE GERBER by. Hy's baie na aan die doellyn. Lastra wat oorklap. Gatche. Dit is Porta. En Porta nog steeds die bal. Goeie volbeweging daarin, maar Wynand Klaas net baie mooi kom dek. Hy tel op. En word opgegooid na beskap by DANIE GERBER. En daar trek Gerber, gaan hulle omkeer, hulle gaan hom nie keer nie. Loop hy van seker 'n goeie 70 meter en hy druk oor en hy druk hom. Maar ek sou sê die 3 behoort aan Wynand Klaas en Suid-Afrika se kaptein.
Ja, dat was baie slim spel deur hom Jan om op die regte oomblik daar te wees en toe hulle die fout maak, raap hy die bal op. Nou ja, jy kan nie vir DANIE GERBER keer as hy op volspoed is nie.
Ek dink ons moet weer kyk. Porta wat 2 volbewegings uitgevoer het, die bal toe probeer uitgegee het. Varone was daar, die bal spat vorentoe. En daar sien die vir Wynand Klaas, die bal spat teen sy lyf, hy het glad nie hande bygehad nie. Maar die volgende oomblik toe hy die bal in die hande kry, toe was daar geen fout nie. Hy tel hom skoon van die grond af op. Daar is hy nou. Die Argentyne totaal onkant betrap. DANIE GERBER aan sy buitekant en in 'n vleuelposisie naal hy al langs die kantlyn af en terwyl hy naal het NAAS BOTHA reeds die doelskop tussen die pale deurgeloods. En dit is nog 2 punte by, met ander woorde die telling staan nou op 13-3. Maar kom ons kyk net hoe hy heeltemal ontslae raak van enige Suid-Amerikaanse verdediger. Daar word nog 'n wanhopige poging aangewend deur Puccio wat van die oorkant af oorkom, maar Gerber is daar. Hy dra sy knieë tot by die hoekvlag. Hy word in die hande gekry, skuif oor met die momentum.
Tian Stoffberg getting up beautifully back to Serpentine and along the line again. Out to Carl du Plessis. Can't hand off his man though. Baroni, the fullback, taking him and holding on for dear life. Jorge Allen battling his way forward now for the South Americans. They've got good support. And Gatche trying to go past his opposite number, Serpentine. Brings him down well. Billy du Plessis. Stoffberg. Hempis de Toy. Good ball out there from Hempis de Toy to DANIE GERBER. And Gerber's away. Gerber will score. Baroni will never cut him off. What exceptional running by this man, Gerber. The second time that he's shown the South Americans a clean pair of heels. Exhilarating stuff from DANIE GERBER. Let's have a look at it again. Billy du Plessis in a lot of trouble there, in a very tight situation, doing well to get out of it. And then he runs into Hugo Porta. Does well to stay on his feet.
Good play by Stoffberg here, Trevor. He doesn't look for anything, just and Hempis de Toy with the support. Now watch this pass for a tight head front row. What a lovely pass.
And Gerber.
Watch how Mort is interfered with here.
Yes, indeed. But it didn't matter because Steve Stradham no doubt saw all that. But DANIE GERBER, what an incredible run. And Varoni, the fullback, just not having the pace to get across and cut him off. So 26 points to Americans with a Springbok put in inside the South American 22. Claessen's holding it at the back and Surfendane to Botha. There's Willie du Plessis trying to, no, Johan Hiernes trying to go through. Burger Geldenhuys again at his shoulder. Wynand Claessen there with that sweatband. Can't mistake him. Hiernes hurls out a long pass. Rob Lowe finds himself out at centre. DANIE GERBER right through for his third try. Oh, what a lovely bit of work there by DANIE GERBER. And the defence non-existent. Himself almost getting in the way of the mighty crunch from those front rows. Claessen's holding it and holding it too long. He was quickly tackled there by Gache. Gache somehow finding his own, and that's Jorge Allen that's trying to go in through there. Carried on by Nigre and Courage. Surfendane now for Botha. Missing out Willie du Plessis. Gerber, Johan Hiernes in the line and using his strength to take it up to the halfway line. Du Plessis there using his pace to carry it further. And Ray Mort. And then DANIE GERBER flying on the outside, and Gerber is going to go in for score. And he'll put it down behind the post. DANIE GERBER. And Gerber with that try equals the record. No, he doesn't. DANIE GERBER's 9th try in his 11th test. Magnificent try here. Missing out Willie du Plessis. Hiernes using his strength to get up to the halfway line. Willie du Plessis took an awkward pass well and used his pace. Ray Mort sets it up for DANIE GERBER, and Gerber flying on the outside goes racing through to score in at the corner and round to put it down under the post. The conversion of formality, of course, for NAAS BOTHA, and the Springboks lead by 9 points to 6.
I can't even teach my guys now. Have a look who's in support if you watch those games back in 80. And you'll see DANIE in the picture 9 times out of 10. That is the reason why he scores so many tries.
As any player, if you go overseas, especially in the 80s, you go out there to improve, to prove the people what they understand.
And it's Gerber who's clean through. Beautifully angled the run by the big South African centre. And that's a try that he really has worked for during this match. And that really does give the Barbarians a lead that Scotland would do well to catch up on. And then Holmes with that lateral run. Now notice how Gerber cut inside on the angle, and he's just too powerful to catch with one arm. Power on the run. Fed back though, again to Holmes, to Davis, to Tobias, an overlap here to Gerber. Gerber bursting through for his second try. And the South Africans really have written their name over this match. Gerber's second try, and that surely ties it up for the Babas. Holmes with the pass. The forwards, of course, had done the initial work, as they've done so much in this second half. Tobias gave it to Gerber, and there was a two-man overlap here because Lafond and Clive Rees were both there, but David Johnson knew that that inside swerve had him beaten, and the try was on.
Gerber and Tobias had left.
I was about to kick, and I just thought, okay, let's give it a go.
Barbarians breaking out, and now a try has come within their capabilities. The other South African, DANIE GERBER, showing his great pace. What a try! What a try to open the scoring. Just 3 minutes into the game, DANIE GERBER, the South African, one of 2 South Africans in the side, opens the scoring for the tourists. The try conceived in real Barbarian fashion by Errol Tobias. Standoff half, another Springbok coming right out of defence, catching Cardiff by surprise. He links with DANIE GERBER, and a chance now to look at the other South Africans. Great pace.
We were just made to score twice, and he was a dream to play along.
The rest of the afternoon belonged to Gerber, as time after time he found his way through the Cardiff defence.
Clean break, and he's got Gerber outside him. Watch this acceleration. Try coming up. Minutes before the interval, a second try for DANIE GERBER of South Africa. Taken by John Perkins is Tobias. That's Gerber, the other South African. That's neat, and he's looking for a hat-trick of tries. Danny Gerber, 4 minutes into the second half, runs up his hat-trick. And plenty of applause for a popular Springbok visitor. Brings it halfway down. Mr. Norling playing advantage for the Barbarians through Errol Tobias now. Great break pursued by Golding. Finds Gerber. Tremendous speed by the South African. That's 4 tries.
Whatever we did that day was just becoming gold. It was just those golden moments you get on a rugby field. The money people, those English guys have seen in that day, he would have been lost for South Africa.
Weer even hem houden, Rob Lou wat hem beheerst, of liever Salkers wat hem beheerst deurgee. Beetje lang getal hem daar. Danny Gerber. Terug te gelopen door Gerber en een terug onder die palen. Laat ons kyk, Serfontein wat uitbreek. Ver veldafskop. Die bal kan nie onder weer gebring word deur Hernie. En 'n loopie van 55 meter begin deur Danny Gerber. Stryd word ook gewonnen gegee deur John Houghton.
Sasie wat hom skoonvat. Dis Tobias, Danny Gerber. Dit is Philippe. Pragtig deur 'n gaping na trek Philippe. Hallo vir Danny Gerber op en nou kom Danny Gerber se 3. Soos verlede week as skitterende 3 deur Gerber na 'n wonderlike breekslag deur John Philippe. Hier kom hy. 'n pragtige volle agterlynbeweging. Tobias na Gerber. Gerber na Philippe. Philippe wat deur daai gaping is. Binnekant is Gerber wat baie mooi opgevolg het. Die van Serfontein is ook daar so en met 'n vaartversnelling uit die boonste rakke is hy daar.
Oorgeklap. En dit is Rudy Versaghi wat baie mooi beweeg. Rob Lou wat ook netjies by kom aan sit. En dan is dit Danny Gerber. Pragtig hardloop hy. Danny Gerber en hy hardloop nog steeds. Is dit miskien een van haar 2-3 wat ek van gepraat het, Jan, wat aan die kom is?
Hou aan voorspel.
Sy 11de toets 3. Ons kyk weer. Danny Gerber wat eenvoudig, hy maak die ruggie hol. Kerel met 'n kragtige swenkloop en kragtige spel. Stoffberg wat baie mooi netjies ook om handjie by sit. Divan Serfontein. Errol Tobias. Dit kan 'n gevaarlike skop wees. Dis 'n hoë. Ja, nee, hy is baie gevaarlik. In besit word Bailey betrap binnekant sy kwartgebied. Divan Serfontein, Errol Tobias. En Danny Gerber en hier kom sy derde 3. Hy besluit hy wil hom nie in die hoekie druk nie. Hy het hom nog nie gedruk nie en hy hardloop om tot agter die paal en daar gaan druk hy hom.
Gerard, dis 'n interessante beduiding wat John Scott gemaak het. Maar Gerber is baie uitgeslape. Hy het op sy arm geval. Hy het die bal nie gedruk nie, hy het hom weer vasgeklem en toe om onder die paal gaan druk.
Ons kyk om hy die ander hoek uit. Tobias het hom byna vasgeloop. En Gerber pragtig in posisie, uitgeslape kerel hierdie. Daar kan jy sien, hy het nie gedruk nie. Die bal was nie op die grond nie. En hy verkies om hom te gaan neersit onder die pale.
Can break very close to the scrum and close to another player. Here's the scrum. Amazing how little chap can push it straight. Serfontein and ball held at the back there. Serfontein says, I want it, he gets it. Errol Tobias, a good little chip into the box there. Sansot, oh, this could be this is going to be Gerber's 13th try. Danie Gerber has broken the record. He scored 13 tries in test matches in his 13th test match, and that breaks the record of Gerrie Germershuis, but a bad mistake by Martin Sansot. He tried to fly kick the ball out of the air, and he didn't get onto it. Here it is.
Well, it's interesting that Sansot was actually out of position to start with and then had to make an awful lot of ground. Now watch this, and an awful mistake by an international fullback, and a mere formality. Number 13 on his jersey and his 13th try. Breaking Gerrie Germershuis' record, as you said, Chip.
And while you were watching that slow-mo, Danie Gerber converted his own try, so that the crowd being told of the record, and Springbok support standing to Pedersen. Thomas Pedersen over the halfway line, tackled by Tobias. Still with it is Porter. Dengra, number 1, getting it, and Argentina going in with the Springboks. Rob them, and Die van Serfontein, a longish kick being chased by Sansot. Sansot will get it. Raymond following up. Sansot doesn't find his touch in the middle of the field, and taken by Visagie to Rob Lowe. This could be a very dangerous movement. Michael du Plessis, Cardle out there to Tobias. On the left to Gerber. Will Gerber go in for a try? Good tackle. He's still on his feet. Gerber going for it. Gerber scored. Danie Gerber scored over there in the corner. And that he's broken his own record. He's now scored 14 tries in test matches. And he certainly managed to stay on his feet and determinedly went for the line over in the far side. 14 tries in 15 tests. Danie Gerber, and the score, Springboks leading by 19 to 13.
Sansot there, very well taken by Visagie, really Visagie, and out to Rob Lowe, and Rob Lowe got the ball going. I was a little afraid that Tobias might have touched that one. He did touch it, but I don't think it went forward. But Gerber does a great job.
Push over try. That's still going. And has he got over? I think he has. Yes. Danie Gerber, the great Danie Gerber, has got over for a try, and they certainly deserve that with all that constant pressure. And they are ahead by 22 points to 21, and we have had 4.5 minutes of extra time. Here it is. Watch it again. And watch for Danie Gerber at the back. There he is. He's a big, powerful chap. Look at that tremendous energy and zest and power. Number 13 on his back. He crashes over, and
Northern Transvaal winning it. NAAS BOTHA. Down the line it goes. Michael du Plessis. Oh, dropped by Hendrik Creer. This is Grobler. And Grobler still going. On the 22. Inside to Danie Gerber. This must be a try. Danie Gerber scores. Let's have a look at it again. But Erasmus is going completely wild. That's Kali Grobler. And now he opens up the right wing. Hands off his man. Almost falters there. Times his pass. Look at this perfectly to Gerber. And you don't give Danie Gerber that sort of room. He's always going to score. Beautiful inside swerve. NAAS BOTHA could do nothing about preventing. Being intercepted by Danie Gerber. Now Gerber can really turn on the pace. And this is the power and the pace of the Springbok centre. One of the finest backline players in the world. And Danie Gerber really turned it on there, proving just why he is one of the finest players in the world. And dotting it down under the posts. His second try, the third try that Eastern Province have scored in the game. And Gerber himself now not going to convert this one.
22 in the halfway line, a very good quick heel by Eastern Province. Parkermans out there to Danie Gerber with it now. Danie Gerber running around the wing as well as his own centre man. He's got the fullback to beat only, and there's a power that takes him over for a beautiful try by Danie Gerber, the Springbok three-quarter. And the crowd go mad to see the hero score a lovely try. Here is the pass by Garthwaite. There's Parkermans, Niels Lombard. See how Danie Gerber runs right round his own man and Leon Pick as well. Look at that acceleration into the gap. Now he's got just the fullback to beat. And there's the tremendous power of Danie Gerber. A lovely That's right, Eastern Province, right to Parker Nance, opening up, and Whitehead, Gerber, out to Victor. Victor has Grobler with him, Gerber on the inside, Kali Grobler. Kali Grobler wants to pick up DANIE GERBER. There's DANIE GERBER. This is very dangerous indeed. DANIE GERBER is going. He's going round Wayne Kotze. No one will catch him. Gerber will score. That's another score for the great Springbok. DANIE GERBER under the posts after 40 minutes play in the second half. Here it is, out to Parker Nance. Parker Nance giving it to Whitehead. Whitehead to Gerber. Gerber out to Andre Victor. Now Andre Victor has got Kali Grobler on the outside. There's Gerber on the inside. He picks the right option. Kali Grobler. Now Kali Grobler will go and want to pick up Gerber again. There's the pass in. DANIE GERBER gets it. And he's got to run round a man. Now watch his blistering speed. Gerber, very powerful, very fast, running right around Wayne Kotze, and a lovely try under the posts. The conversion was over, so it is 2 goals. A penalty. That's Louis Moorman with it, going on, tackled by Mark Graff, and trying to lay the ball back. Burger Geldenhuis getting it, and reverse play, reverse pass back. That's Ray Mort. Ray Mort, well tackled by China Bell again. Back to NAAS BOTHA. There's the overhead pass. Cupido with it. Tackled by Dion Coetzee, but flips it to Gesi Pienaar. Pienaar trying to pick up support and flicks it there to Ferreira. And Uli Schmidt coming from nowhere. This is very dangerous indeed. Uli Schmidt tackled and flipping it to Ray Mort. And that is DANIE GERBER with it. DANIE GERBER going through. He'll score, I think. Yes, Gerber. DANIE GERBER has scored with that tremendous power, the jinking run. A wonderful try there by Springbok centre DANIE GERBER.
Well, I'm not quite sure where we'll pick that one up again. There we see Skalkberger in possession, giving to Louis Moorman. Watch the chase from Andre Malkraf. He eventually gets down and makes a good tackle. Then the Springboks go Burger Geldenhuis with a good feed. Ferreira changing direction through the hands from DANIE GERBER to Ray Mort, and then a good hold on by China Bell. NAAS BOTHA with a long throw. Cupido, who it is who is challenged by Dion Coetzee. Then watch now for the very heavy tackle. Gesi Pienaar gives to Christo Ferreira, and this is just the only unfortunate part of this whole movement. Very heavy tackle there from, terrible tackle from Gelgard Miller. Hold on to it now. Uli Schmidt doing well, getting it back. Ray Mort trying to get it back. DANIE GERBER, he sees a slight opening, and a try for the
Loveridge again. BOTHA once more. There's an overlap here. The kick through by BOTHA. If he gets a bounce, it could be a try for him. BOTHA feeds on to GERBER.
Gerber continued to punish the Five Nations team with his physical style of play.
Look at the explosiveness of this fellow. Paxton tackles him. Just in the Five Nations 22, fed out from Fundemarva. This is BOTHA. Again, little lightning. GERBER once more. He must score. Yes. A great effort by John Jeffrey to stop him. But DANIE GERBER has scored his second try of the match. And that really ties it up for the overseas side. And it really was a beautiful bit of work. Again, BOTHA jinking. Now, he made such a lot of ground, the little fella. And GERBER, of course, does everything at fantastic pace. It was a great effort by Jeffrey, but not good enough.
It was my first game against Philippe Sella.
Zijn afschop wordt door Frans Erasmus. Die naar die kantlijn opgeteld. Dat is een rol aangegeven wat moeilijk is. En DANIE GERBER wat netjes vat. Michael du Plessis en Karel du Plessis. Hier gaat het dan komen. En DANIE GERBER. Daar trek hij. Allah, waarom is het niet mooi niet? Dat is mos nou prachtig. Je lijkt hier onder die skare. Een baie belangrijke toetswedstrijd om te winnen. En DANIE GERBER baie tevreden. Ons kijk op. Daar rijdt zwak aangeven naar BOTHA. Helm van die grond af op. En DANIE GERBER. Michael du Plessis. Karel du Plessis. En als DANIE GERBER om nou hier in die handen krijgt, dan kan de mens daar die vaartversnelling zien.
skitterend hoe hy die oppositie opsom en dan aan die buitekant omgaan sodat hy die bal kan kry.
Craig Green het hom amper daar skaap gevang.
Kenmerkend hoe lag hy, nee, om so lekker te kry dat hy die 3 gaan druk.
Paulie wat nou gooi, Oppie wat hierdie bal gaan wen, dis Gaafruit wat daar ingaan. Fransjo Bontes wat nou die bal optel, dis Chris Smit. So kort skopie vorentoe, Goggie van Heerden op baie vinnig daar is, en dan vat hy probeer hy vir Oppie van Sil raak, vat kry dit nie reg nie. Oostelike provinsie, even terug speel hulle nou. Hulle het nog beheer van daardie bal, dan kry hulle vir hom. Lang aangeen na Gippie van Sil. Dis Danie Gerber. Nou Danie Gerber. Hy vat die Grobber aan sy buitekant sny binnekant toe. Dis Danie Gerber nog steeds met die bal. Dan gee hy 'n skopie vorentoe, hier kom moontlikheid. Danie Gerber sit hom agterna. Hy gaan hom agterna kry en hy kom. Iemand het vroeër gesê jy moet jou foto beperk in die oostelike provinsie en daar was nie op die bewys daarvan. Losbal wat gewin is daar in die oostelike provinsie. Dan Danie Gerber. Die man is 'n sterk hardloper. Alles konstant probeer keer en daardie skoppie van Danie Gerber. Skalkburger 8ste man wat die stryd gewonne gee. Gerber kan net toeval. Hannes Meiburg by hom.
Transvaal seem to have it. Back it comes. Clifton Pugh it was who got it back. Steyn van As. A long one to Freddie Oosthuizen. And a good break by Freddie Oosthuizen. Inside. Adrian Richter trying to get it. But Eastern Province pushing it back. And Garth Wright booting the ball ahead. We're chasing back for it is James Small over the halfway line. And Garth Wright has him. Out to Hugo van As. Changing direction. Coming back infield. But there are lots of Eastern Province jerseys there. And that's Nico Meyer with it. Out to Danie Gerber. Here's a very fast, it could be a score, going to the corner. Danie Gerber with his power and weight, and he's over for a beautiful try by that great centre three-quarter, and very fine work by Eastern Province captain.
Was 'n oortreding geweest. Al wat vorentoe gespat het daar, dink ek die hande van Nico van As. Vaste skram. Hierdie keer die OP pot hier man is Gathright. Gary Parkenens. Skop is daar en hy tel homself op. En dan in die hande van Lust. Lust wat grond toe gebring word deur James Small. Daar trek Danie Gerber. Danie Gerber het hom opgestel en Danie Gerber streef van die doellyn af en hy trek hom.
Making certain that most of the play is in his opponent's half of the field. Will they get possession from the line out this time? A deep one. Lamprecht tapping back. Well taken by Jan Locke. Helped by Burger Geldenhuis. And there is the second phase. NAAS BOTHA. Spangenberg for scissors with Bronkhorst, and he's through the middle. Bronkhorst, he's got to pick up Van der Walt. JJ Van der Walt, beautifully tackled. Garth Wright back to the rescue. Gives it out to Duplessis, and a lovely ring by this fine, tricky runner. Prisoners 15, second phase. McCulley on the right, they have an overlap. Helford Muller, and into Rudy Versace. Saki picking up Jannie Brits and Garth Wright with it. He's very quick, giving out to Danie Gerber will score. Danie Gerber. And that's a trick he's done before. He went down with it, didn't got it down. Tried to center it.
Nou ja, dit is Danie Gerber wat hier hardloop. Baie na die doellyn is en hy gaan oor en sake is gelyk. Of ten minste wat die breë betref.
Wel, ons sê dit al heel middag Christo. Danie Gerber wat werklik waar baie skerp lyk vandag en 'n mens kan sien hy's lus om rugby te speel. Elke keer is hy by om te ondersteun of om te gaan dek en hier sien ons vir Danie Gerber op volspoed op pad doellyn toe. Hy hardloop eenvoudig dwars deur Gerbrand Grobbe, Robert Pree wat te laat is.
Western Province
dat vorm en wegval nie vryskop.
Die short line out.
Julle vorm dan val julle weg.
It's not often that you see that free kick given, forming and then falling away. Leroux, Knutzer went on the dummy run from Rensburg up in the line. And Fafa Knutzer reading the play well. Another chase by Danie Gerber as Jannie Brits comes across. It's going to be a straight race between them. Will the ball beat him to the touchdown? Beautiful handling by Danie Gerber. We saw it last week and we've seen it again. Magnificent try by the Springbok.
move this ball out. This is Fafa Knutze. He's got Donnie Gerber on his outside. And Donnie Gerber has placed the penalty. They have to hesitate slightly. Honeyball comes across in the cover defence. Now it's a chase between Donnie Gerber and Honeyball. Gerber must get there.
I just went out and I said to myself, I will show the people. I trained very hard. I scored the most tries for Western Province that year, and the most tries in South Africa, first-class tries. But nobody said a word of me in the papers. I think they was written me off at that stage. Then I was luckily to be invited for the trip.
Great. Adolf Malana's really had a magnificent game in the lineouts. McDonald and Strauss now starting to find each other. Breert comes away with it, picked up by Ruben Clear. Can Joos van der Westhuizen find some space up the far side? Leroux, Gerber, nice catch by him. Lovely little dummy. Darting run is decided now. Maybe I should take that law into my own hands. Pass out to Fafa Knutze. And Gerber doubles around again. Lovely support play. Can he get in the crowd on the field? Says in. Well played, Donnie Gerber.
Well, he certainly tried as hard as he possibly could all afternoon, and he's done well. He had a few good runs early on. Listen to the crowd. They absolutely love him. The man who scored more tries for South Africa than anybody. Here's Joos van der Westhuizen with it. Out there, over to the right. That's Donnie Gerber with it. Now watch how he comes back. Changes, catching everyone on the wrong foot, changing direction. And he's got Fafa Knutze with him. Fafa Knutze has it and times his pass well. There's Donnie Gerber with a big speed, the power and everything. Over he goes, helped by some of his teammates.
We go back to the live action. Charles Cronje at the back of the line out. Puerto Ferry getting it back for Northern Transvaal. Andrew Aitken picking it up. Running into trouble. Still keeping the ball alive. Kirsten has it out to Tiaan Strauss. Charles Cronje. Hugo picking it up. Fafa Knutze. Gavin Lawless out to Donnie Gerber on the right. And Donnie Gerber still going. Luke Smith can't get it. He's got the knee on the inside. Donnie Gerber goes over for a try in the corner. Lovely running by Donnie Gerber, evading a couple of tackles. He had support on the inside. He decided to go for it himself and went over in the corner. And there we see Gerber. He evades Meyrung. Across comes Luke Smith. He almost got him. Couldn't quite manage it. Then from the opposite side, Jacques Olivier. And Donnie Gerber deciding to go on his own. He was close. Kirsten has the foot in. Now he has it back to Lance Sherrill, to Fafa Knutze. And in comes Corvus Burger. Support from Tiaan Strauss. Back it comes again, Kirsten. Fafa Knutze kicking for Donnie Gerber. The bounces kindly for him. He evades Gerber on Craven. Donnie Gerber's away again. Gerber goes over. Donnie Gerber almost tightrope walking along that touchline. How he wasn't pushed into touch, I don't know, but he managed to gather in the kick. Watch this kick from Fafa Knutze. It bounces perfectly for Donnie Gerber. Doesn't bounce kindly for Gerber on Grobler. Grobler can't tackle Donnie Gerber. He manages to stay just inside the field of play, and away he goes, chased by Van der Westhuizen. Van der Westhuizen can't stop him. So Donnie Gerber goes over for his second try of the afternoon. Charles Nell and Joos van der Westhuizen both there, but both unable to stop.
24 minutes left in the game. He certainly has the distance. The crowd were hitting the upright. How many times hasn't NAAS BOTHA done that? Brooke was the man who grabbed the ball for the All Blacks. All the time in the world for Preston. Fox. Van Rensburg. Breert is back there. Now he's got Van Rensburg with him. John Kerwin was up now. A little space for Van Rensburg, and he switches direction. Springboks will want to get this ball back quickly. Touch just still waiting. They aren't out yet. This is Botha. Long ball to Peter Hendricks. He has terrific pace. Donnie Gerber. He loves this corner. A beautiful dummy by him. He did it against England twice. He's done it again. He went over in that corner at this ground in the last official test that South Africa played twice against England, and Donnie Gerber is delighted, and the 70,000 erupt.
Well, for once the All Blacks just under a lot of pressure there. Van Rensburg, just watch how well he switches here to the forwards. Bartman with the initial drive. Adolf Milan came into the picture, kept the ball available. Good slick passing down the back line. NAAS BOTHA with a quick release there. Now watch Donnie Gerber on the outside. Well, when he snips the line, there he goes, a lovely dummy. Timu taking it. And Donnie Gerber over for his 16th South African try.
Kon kry om van daar te kon speel.
Ja, intussen tyd lyk dit vir my is Twigamala en James Small van die veld af. Heinrich Vuls het opgegaan vir Suid-Afrika. Tikskoppie, NAAS BOTHA, Uli Schmidt. Suid-Afrika wat hierdie bal soek. Kan hulle hom kry? Dit lyk tog so. Robert de Pre met Michael Jones wat baie vlak lê daar. De Pre, jakkals dans hierdie kant toe en daardie kant toe, verander van rigting. Ingesny deur Heinrich Vuls. Eerste keer wat hy in die bal raak. Robert de Pre, NAAS BOTHA verander weer van rigting na die diskant toe. Deur de Pre, Pieter Muller en die ander van Danie Gerber en die kom sy tweede drie. Sy 17de toets 3, grootste toets 3 drukker van Suid-Afrika.
Suid-Afrika wat NAAS wat terugspeel, Uli Schmidt wat indryf vorentoe. Suid-Afrika se voorspelers wat by is, wat 'n goeie losbal gaan wen. Goeie losbal van Pieter de Pre wat nou so bietjie onseker is. Maar Vuls wat as plaasvervanger op die veld gekom het oor die voordeellyn beer. Suid-Afrika se voorspelers is weer by. De Pre met 'n aangee, NAAS wat vassteek, terug aangee vir ander rigting uit na Pieter Muller, Gerber en as die lyn naby is, dan teken Gerber punte aan.
Het 'n neiging om baie meer reguit te hardloop. Dalty kry dit swaar weg en dan word al vasgeskop teen Vuls en Danie Gerber is oor vir sy 150ste 3 in eerste rang vir rugby. Groot druk wat daar geplaas is op hierdie agterlyn van die Franse span.
Well, here we saw it started with a tremendous stun by the South Africans. Heinrich Vuls got up quickly onto the lot there. And watch how Danie Gerber seizes on the situation. Great.
Right. Hoists. Sadoni is underneath it. Chasing tackler is Olivier, but Sadoni stands up in the tackle and lays the ball back, but a Richter gets a boot through for South Africa, and Gerber is there! Danie Gerber has scored another try for South Africa. On the stroke of half-time, Danie Gerber scores his 18th try in international matches for South Africa.
It's simple rugby, but it's very effective. NAAS BOTHA putting up a high ball. South African forwards there very quickly. Big hoof through from Richter. And who's the man who's always on the spot? You'll guarantee it. Danie Gerber. Here we see it again from the set piece. Hoisting it behind the French three quarters. Full back in all sorts of problems. South African forwards loving every minute of it. And Gerber on the shoulder to finish it off.
And close enough to the post for the formality of the conversion.
South Africa is going to have to move the ball around. They'll have to be very sure of their handling. Garthright nearly got past his man Danie Gerber with a pom-pom there, and it's taken on by Sadone. Had read the play very well. In fact, it was Vias Hubert pops it up to the front ranker, Damari. Watch how they get this ball back to Hubert. Now it's Penot to Minel, and the Caban was in the back line, but a chance for Jacques Olivier as he hacks ahead. The French are getting back, and it's in fact Penot who goes back. Jacques Olivier is right there. Can Jacques Olivier get him for a try? He must make the pass into Danie Gerber. Try number 19 for the great Springbok centre.
En ons het vroeër gesê hoe Danie Gerber met die breë glimlag op die gesig altyd lyk of hy op die regte oomblik op die regte plek is. Jy sien, hier word dit vorentoe geskop nadat die Franse so bietjie misgetas het agter. Jacques Olivier het goed opgevolg. Penot duik mis daarna, goed opgetel deur Olivier uit vir Reece Edwards aan sy buitekant. Kies die binne opsie en Danie Gerber maak geen fout langs die pale nie. NAAS BOTHA voeg 2 punte by. Olivier wat hierdie bal jaag, Penot wat ook vinnig deurkom, of Sardoni liewer. Hy word geduik na die bal. Was tog Penot. En dan Olivier DANIE GERBER aan die binnekant.
Stellenbosch, you know, Dani was the real hero, and it was great to see the crowd get behind him. It was pretty sad for our players though.
Oh, look at that little project as he gets away with the attack. If I'm is there, the crowd are going berserk. He gets it up to Peter Rousseau. Fabulous, fabulous running by DANIE GERBER. It was a little inside shuffle, and the crowd went berserk as he touched the ball.
Well, he came to prominence, for me at least, when South Africa dropped England in a 3-test series in 1984, and this is the sort of thing that he did. Straight running, and then knowing that there was support there, just placing the ball in the hands of
Botha. And Peter Rousseau could be trying number 4. No, he gives it to number 14, who is none other than DANIE GERBER.
As ye give, so shall ye receive. He's created tries twice for Peter Rousseau, and now Peter Rousseau has returned the favour. Look at this lovely.
So few rugby players have that natural ability to know where the ball's going, but to get there as well.
Strauss, DANIE GERBER, look at that, he's run on the inside, he gets inside Todo. Can he make? Oh, yes, 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 yes.
DANIE GERBER broke the South African first-class try record, previously held by Gerrie Germeshuis, when he scored his 158th try of his career.
Desperate for the ball, he's been desperate for the ball for the last 15 minutes, finally got it, and he wasn't going to let it go. Nice play from Teun Strauss, and look at that, the reverse pass, that's normally a back row movement, and then great change of direction.
This is lovely play, interplay. Look at Strauss, the little flip pass on the inside Todo, and then look at, he's still got the pace. Look at it, you see that one, I think his hips went one way, his legs went the other, and that's just vintage DANIE counter attack. DANIE GERBER's on his outside, he gets it away to DANIE GERBER, who controls it beautifully. Now the cover defense is coming on. Will DANIE GERBER go on his own? Yes, he will. DANIE GERBER will go all the way. And it's just chinked on the inside. He loves to score tries. I saw him as a schoolboy score 3 for South African schools at Ellis Park. And will this be the last time I ever see him score 3 tries?
One of the finest centres who's ever played the game, and there's one of the greatest fly halves as well. Showing a bit of pace late in the game. Wonderful ball skills from DANIE GERBER. And as you can see, he was hardly sprinting, just making sure that he got inside his man, he dots it down, eventually, after showing the ball a few times.
Milan in the Italian Club Championship final. The winning try supplied by Visser and scored by Gerber. The decision to move from centre to wing has meant that Gerber has had to stay in good shape. And for a man just 4 years off the big 4-0, he still looks fitter than ever.